Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
I want more juice. What up, Esther fam? And I'm back with another video. Nah, let me stop. It's not hot in here. But anyway, so what I was gonna do. This video is just about how being in a comfortable spot is very necessary. Being in an uncomfortable spot does not feel good, but it is necessary. I know these things for a fact. Right now, I feel like I'm in that uncomfortable and easy spot. I'm in a space where, hold on, let me see. I'm in a space where I'm right there to the mark of being done with school. If everything goes as planned, which I am praying for, because I'm ready to be out. It's like the movie Get Out. Like, I want to get out. So I'm right at the mark where I'm almost finished. Where I'm right there, but it's not tomorrow. But you know how time just goes like that. So I'm right there. So I'm in that spot where I'm just right there. Almost have my 4 year in my hand. If everything goes as planned, which I hope it does, I will be done February of next year. Now, it sounds like a long time, but we just passed February of this year, 2022. So February 2023, I should have my 4 year in my hand. Now, clearly, anybody who know me watching this video, of course, I haven't been in school, or anybody that's been watching my videos, I haven't been in school 4 years. It took me 7 years to get my 4 year. Because of life, because of ups and downs, failing classes, whatever. So, as per usual, like usually people, not saying everybody, some people who finish school on time, went for their 2 year, only stayed 2 years, kudos to you. Went for their 4 year, literally only did 4 years, kudos to you. But a lot of us, life happens, and you have to do more time, and you fail classes, so you have to do those over. It's just a whole thing. Or some people take breaks from school, so it's never just a straight ride. For me, by the time I finish, it would take it would have taken 7 years total for me to get the 4 years. So I'm right in that spot where it's just like, oh, I'm so tired of school. You know how when you almost get to the end of the road, and you're just like, I'm tired. I damn near want to quit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even try to use that word no more because I'm not going to quit. But I'm saying, like, that's the feeling you have. You be like, I'm over it. I'm tired. I've been doing it for so long. I'm done with it. Like, I don't even want to do this shit no more. But you're right there. You're right there. So after all that time, why would you stop? You're right there. So I'm just like, I'm keeping on going. I'm like, I almost have it. Some type of security I could have for me and my family. You know what I mean? And just something under my belt. Because, yeah, I do this YouTube thing, but they ain't paying me right now. Not saying I'll never get paid, but they ain't paying my bills now. They ain't paying me nothing. You understand? I don't have the views like that. So this is something I will continue. That maybe it could be an income for me. Either way, I'm going to get this money regardless. I'm going to get this money regardless. Okay? I'm going to get these nacho cheese regardless. I'm going to get these beans regardless. So, you know, so I'm almost on the way to having that. Right at the road, very tired because you're right there. That's when you get the most tired, when you're right there. But that's the uncomfortable spot that's important, because that uncomfortable spot, it pushes you to be like, okay, I'm really going to do this shit now. Like, I'm really going to go in now. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like this kind of like, you fall all the way broken to come back together. Like when you had it, up to here with everything or whatever you're doing, that's when you come together the strongest. And I feel like that's the type of person I am, and that's how things affect me. So I'm just like, okay, God, like I know you got a lot for me, you know, just help me out, keep me under your guidance, guide me, you know, keep me right next to you, you know, make your voice be loud in my ears, you know, because when it's in God's protection, in God's direction, you know it's correct. So I always pray for him and just, for me to just hear him clear. I make sure I get that earwax out of my ear. Because in the past, I act like I ain't hear him with certain things. And it don't never work when you ain't listening, okay? So, anyway. Okay, what we said. It's also important to know that the storm comes before the sunshine. Yes, it's very annoying. You know, who the fuck wants to go through a storm? When you think about storm, you think about the dark clouds, the wind gusting, rain. You understand? You think about just gloominess. That's the storm. That's the dark space you in. That's what you're feeling. You know, that symbolizes what you're going through in those bad times. But you can only appreciate that sunshine if you know what the storm feels like. I know it sound fucked up. I know that I ain't the only person y'all heard say that, but this is so true. You can only appreciate the darkness of that. You can only appreciate the sunshine when you done been through that storm. So serious. I'm so serious. What that sunshine feels like, unless you've been in that storm. For example, I'm gonna give y'all a quick example. Like, after my grandmother passed away, so I was living with my grandmother, my mom, my mom's boyfriend at the time, which is like family to us, like a stepdad. He'll always be family. And it was just us four. Now, after that situation, because that apartment was in my place, I didn't have an income at the time. I just had my daughter. She was about 2 and everything like that. I had no income. I didn't have anything set up as of yet. And they were responsible for the bills. The bills got too much. They couldn't pay it, but it was in my name. So eventually I was back and forth in court trying to pay them what we could. Long story short, I lost the court case. So everybody separated or whatever, but my grandmother passed away, you know, in the midst of all of that, you know. So so she passed away. My mom, her boyfriend went together, and I went in the shelter. Now, I've never been in a shelter, so I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Like, I've never been in this. I was so like, you know, like, how can I do this? But it wasn't that dark of a time. And sometimes you might prejudge what you're about to go through. Like, you might about to be in an uncomfortable spot because it's not your norm, but it won't be the worst. Like, when people think of shelter, they think of something, people that don't know, they think of something so dirty and so whatever. Yeah, you have obviously people that's going to be dirty, but I was in a clean environment. Like, my apartment was damn near like this. Like, it was new, it was clean. You know what I mean? They just come and check to see if you clean. I guess it matters where you go, and everybody's experience might be different, but I didn't have a bad experience. Like, I mind my business, you know, did what I had to do, and that was that. Like, and I'm not an outside person. Like, for people that can't follow curfew and shit like that, you might end up having a problem with getting your situation together because there are certain rules you have to follow, because that's not your home. You get what I'm saying? So you're trying to get out of it to get a home. And no, I do not love this neighborhood, but going through that process is how I really got my first official home for me and my daughter. You get what I'm saying? So that was kind of the storm until the sunshine. And now we're going to move on to a brighter sun because I'm done with this place. But we're going to thug it out until we can get out of here. But, you know, but that was my storm. And then I made it to my sunshine. My own place was the reward for being in my uncomfortable spot for a while. You get what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't uncomfortable, I was in a sense because I wanted to be in my own place, not in a shelter. Obviously, you don't want to be in something that is a shelter. You want to be in your own home. Go and come as you please, whatever. But that was my uncomfortable spot until I made it into the sunshine. You get what I'm saying? So that's the example I have. Sometimes I also want to say, you know, you can't control God's journey for you. Like, even, you know, we've all had that voice in our head, like, go left and we go right. And it's probably like God's voice trying to tell us. Like, we know sometimes what's right from wrong. Not to say we can know and pre-predict everything. We're humans. We're made to make mistakes and go in circles. But sometimes we do know. And we might go the long way around or try to just swivel in circles when we know, okay, we got to take this way straight through. Like, you have to go through the pain so you can glow up. You have to go through it. Like, you literally have to go through it before you glow up. And sometimes we be like, no, I'm going to take, you know, this lane and swivel this way and take the back way and come back around and prolong the process. You could prolong the process as much as you want. God's plan for you is his plan for you, and you still gonna have to go through it to get through it. So that's the message I wanted to share. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If something I said resonated, please leave it in the comments, because I want to know how y'all feel about it. Like, what was your, if you're comfortable with sharing, let me know what was your storm or your uncomfortable spot that you had to get through or you're going through in order to make it to the sunshine. So let me know in the comments, and thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and you know I'll be back with another video. Bye, Stephen.